Hey everybody, Nathan here at the Gold Cove, just outside of Detroit, Michigan in Roseville. 255 Gratiot Avenue, Roseville, Michigan. If you're local, come in and see us. Actually, Caleb probably told you I had a birthday this week, and it was pretty cool. We had a good day. Somebody actually called and said, hey, I wanted to wish you a happy birthday. I'm like, thanks. He goes, I'm a subscriber out of Chicago. And so that was just kind of neat, right? It's not something I'm used to. It was pretty cool. Although I really never want my birthday celebrated. I thank you guys for well wishes. It is pandemonium down here at the gold shop. I don't even really know what I'm going to talk about right now. We've just been busy buying, busy selling, busy processing and pushing things around, taking a ton of phone calls. Everybody wants to get inside your head. And I tell them, I'm like, there's not a whole lot in there. You're going to be pretty disappointed, but Caleb's like, Dad, you got to push something out. You got to bring something good for everybody. So I got a few things. Bear with me. Right now, we're looking at gold, $4,050 right now, $4,050. Still a huge number, right? But it's kind of a shocker when a couple days ago, it's $4,350. And so we've just ridden that high, like, oh, it goes up every day, it goes up every day. And people are getting frenzied and they're buying at these high prices because like it's going up every day and I got to buy it before it goes up even more. And silver is at 48 and a quarter. And now that was a real gut punch. I got to tell you, like if you're a stacker, you're probably fine. I don't know that you have a lot to worry about, but if you're a trader, I mean, it's a crap show right now. It is an absolute crap show. And I'm not even sure, I don't have a lot of time to process and analyze. I'm not even sure how I'm going to go about this because my fear, right? We don't want to be controlled by fear, but my fear is, man, it could really easily go down to the low 40s. $40, and because it's come up so fast and so high that 40 is a reasonable price. If we started out January 1st and we all said, hey, it's going to be $40 in October, are you happy with that? We say, yeah, we're happy with that. And so it could slide that far. And for guys that hold a lot of inventory and have been spending a lot of money lately, that's painful. That's painful. And so you don't know, do I take my loss on all the stuff I bought at 50 plus? And liquidate it, or I just kind of hold steady and ride it down, or hey, is it going to come back up and bail me out? So I actually have a guy with, I want to say it's a prominent coin shop in my area, but it's not a fly-by-night. It's been around for 50 years, and they do business. They're in a wealthy city, and he just closed for the week. And I don't know what I think about that move. Just closed for the week. It's like, I'm not going to deal with this right now. And the anxiety and what crippling effect of the stuff going down and so much business and just months and months and months of compound. It's just, I'm closing. And so I'm not saying that's what we are, but that was his mentality, I think. And so they're closed for the week, and we'll see how wise that was. We got real quiet yesterday after the big drops. I'd say we still had a better than average day if I go back 6 months ago, but it was pretty quiet to what's been going on. And so a few people came in and sold, a few people came in and bought, but it was pretty quiet comparatively speaking. And what I think the sentiment is, if you had in your head early this year, like I'm going to sell some gold at 4,000 and gold's going up and gold's going up. And you're like, holy crap, it's 4,050. And it just went up $50 yesterday and the day before that and $20 a day. You're like, I can't sell at 4,000 right now. It's going up higher. And it is. And so you just keep riding it out and it's up to 4,350, 4,400. I don't know what the high was, 4,380. And then it comes crashing down to 4,000, kind of where it's at right now. That creates a lot of sellers because they would have been happy to sell at 4,000, but it was going up too fast. And so I'm expecting a lot of sellers this week. And I'm actually fielding phone calls from some big shots were like, Nate, we're selling. I want to come in. And so we're trying to prepare for that. But silver being down 10% just this week, I mean, that's a deal. So I don't know where it's going. It could very easily, we can say, well, China and the BRICS, and they're all stacking up a new monetary system, and they're wanting to back things with precious metals and the collapse of the dollar. And it's very easy for us to say, well, it has to go up. But on the other hand, I mean, these guys that manipulate the markets and these traders and the fund managers and all those guys, they make a lot of money on the way down. And so I do know that at the bank level, like the bankers and governments and people that are buying all this gold and silver to back things, they're not as emotional as we are. So they can have a better plan. I think you flip a coin. I mean, I really do. I think you flip a coin. Is it going to continue to slide down because it's gone up so fast, or is it going to catch and start to go back up again? But when you lose that momentum like we have, that gives me pause. You know, when you get that momentum, you're like, it can't go down, can't go down. It's going up, it's going up, it's going up. And it just begats more and more sentiment that it's going up. And then when you lose that like we are, it's easy to see a free fall. And so we've had a couple down days in a row. I would not be surprised. I'm actually anticipating it's probably going to go down through the rest of the week. And where from, I don't really know. So as a community, if you guys want to jump in the comments and maybe settle some people down, and I probably can use that myself. I can probably use that myself. So go on in there and tell us what you think. If you're a stacker, it's not that big of a deal. You've had huge gains. You just sit on it, you're a stacker. But if you're a trader, man, this is happening, and it's a big deal. So a couple of things. I mean, we've got so much stuff that's been coming in just in these last 3-4 days. I mean, Saturday was a huge day. Was it Saturday? Maybe it was Monday. A huge day. We spent a ton of money. I mean, we bought a ton of stuff, and then the next day it drops hard and heavy. And some of the dealers I talked to, they did buy a ton of stuff late last week, over the weekend, into Monday, and now they're kind of holding the bag on some overbought stuff that's kind of hard to sell it and replace it right now, because some of the other dealers, the big vendors, either kind of complaining that they don't have the stock that they're going to replace it with, or they've moved their prices up. It's just a weird spot in the market. And so some of the things that have been coming in, I pulled out a few minutes ago, gold bars. So these 100-gram gold bars, I think there's a 50-gram gold bar in there. Stuff just coming in en masse. Just a 1.5 ounce gold. Nothing too fancy, just quantity. Stuff's coming in. We've gotten, people are selling 10, 20 ounces of gold at a time. I got one guy that's threatening to sell 100 gold eagles this week. Another guy just texted me pictures of all this exotic Chinese and Australian proofs and stuff that you really don't want to let it go, but now he's feeling the pressure that it could be going down. He's going to let go probably 50 ounces of just weird exotic gold. Kind of a lot of cool poured stuff. It kind of loses its luster when it comes in crazy and fast and floods in. You're getting so much stuff, you don't have the time to appreciate it. Sometimes it's actually easier just to deal with straight up 10-ounce bars or boxes of rounds, boxes of 1-ounce sheets of silver. All this stuff is complicated, or you can just blow it out, I guess. I tend to just stuff it somewhere. So really cool stuff, things that people have handpicked over the years and made a stack of, and they're like, man, we're gonna profit. And so a lot of that stuff coming in. Just a lot of cool hand pours, and I don't know if these garage pours, backyard pours, just fun stuff, right? Over here, just more silver. I don't know, exotic, cool imagery, stuff that people really look for and hunt after, but their collections are just kind of getting dumped in here. And not everybody, right? But some people, and they'll just dump 100, 200 ounces of hand-picked stuff. Yeah, so it's fun for us to see this. This stuff is coming in, and it's actually not as exciting as it could be because it's just coming in hot and heavy. Guys, I really appreciate you watching. If you have some questions, some ideas for the next videos, things that you'd want to see dealers answer, we'd be happy to do that. As far as where the market's going, there's a million guys online, and they'll all tell you, between the million of them, 100,000 different stories of what's going to happen. Truth is, really none of us know. I would have wanted to see us find a floor a little bit higher, closer to that 4,100 gold, and then stabilize and build back up from there. We kind of broke through a little key support, I think, around 4,080. Silver, I'm not sure where the support is, if there is any. We'll see. We'll see. It's going to be an exciting week coming forward. If you weren't invested in gold and silver, it would be even more exciting for you probably because you don't have a hand in the game. But I think if I'm doing this video this time next week, I think gold and silver are probably lower than they are today. But thanks for hanging out with us. Let us know what you think, what's happening. I know sometimes people hate to hear that gold and silver could ever go down. All it does is go up to the moon, crazy, here it is. And they just can't hear anything else. I'm trying not to be that guy. Have a great day. We'll see you guys around.